Whew, hello, this is Adrienne. I go Capricorntigress of Astrology, A Look Inside. And I just wanted to make this video. I think I'm going to go and try to make a live video in a few moments, but I'm having some real issues with this eye. I mean, it's like it's turning to Forrest Whitaker eye. And I'm wondering, I think I've got a doctor appointment in 4 days. Thank gosh. But I think I'm going to order something from Amazon, like to flush it. There's, wow, something really wrong with my eye. Anyway, I did manage to put on some liner, and I came out here all natural, as much as, you know, I did as much as I could today. I'm sorry. But I wanted to come with my message and just talk a little bit. Hold on for a second. Whew. And my little amethyst here. I really feel like I need blessings and healing, really, with that eye. I need healing. And whew, I'm going to close it, you guys, for a second. Blessings. Blessings. Okay. It's calming down my body and my spirit. Feels good. Okay, so now I feel like I can talk better. I was starting to get a little frantic about that eye, and I don't want to do that. I actually just wanted to come and let you guys know that I'm doing okay. I'm healing and I'm growing, and I feel like I've had like some spiritual epiphany over the last month. It's amazing. It's amazing. And it's why I decided I just not wear any false weaves or wigs or weird things today. Show off. I'm getting this gorgeous gray streak over here. I've never had gray hair before. You know, isn't that weird? Even at my age, I never got gray. But I'm finally getting something that could be cool. It looks very sophisticated almost. So it made me want to just go ahead and do this. It's like, hey, I'm versatile. But there is something going on with the eye. And I want to look up something astrologically just to see if there's anything that could be affecting my physical self, like my physical self. Because, you know, your head is ruled by your first house or Aries or... Oh, well, the moon is opposed Aries right now. The moon is in Libra, 27 degrees of Libra right now. And the sun is in... Oh, it's in Scorpio, and it is conjunct my Venus. So, Sun's conjunct my Venus. Although it might make me very attractive, when Venus is in its detriment, in its fall like that, I mean, it's in the worst spot it can be. And, well, you know, it's not as beautiful as it could be. So I might not be appearing as beautiful as I am inside. I hope I am. But, you know, with that occurring, there is a great likelihood that it might not be. Oh, by the way, that moon isn't in Libra. That is Aquarius. It is in my first house. The moon is in my first house. I was right. Okay, there you go. So while the moon is in my first house, I bet I have a great big moon face right now, right? You're like, look at that woman's face. And and of course I'm different. I look different today. I felt different today. I wanted to come out and talk different and be different. Wow, Aquarius, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, and the moon is square my Venus, and here, therefore, problem. Got it. Okay. You know, I thought I had eye drops around this house, and I can't find it no matter what I do. Oh, okay, breathe. Venus is in Libra at 25 degrees. And so, now Mars did go into Pisces yesterday. It's at 0 degrees of Pisces. That means Mars is still technically in my first house. I have a crazy horoscope. I technically have Capricorn, Pisces, and Aquarius all in that first house. I have a big, big personality. It's probably why I was once 500 pounds. It's a lot to contain. And Jupiter is in 1 degrees of Sagittarius, which is also on my Venus. So I've got a very happy little Venus going on. And it is officially, well, it's still in my 10th house as well. So that's a beautiful thing as well. Today, Saturn is at 6 degrees of Capricorn. That is on my sun. Everything. I'm sorry, I'm talking about myself. The moon is in my first house. What else can I do? I'm sorry. Whoever has got their Capricorn sun anywhere near within 10 degrees of that Saturn aspecting or separating, you're still feeling that Saturn. So just know, if it's your sun, okay, or your moon, or your rising, okay. But Saturn's at 6 degrees today in Capricorn, and it is direct. Uranus is retrograding, and it's at 29 degrees of Aries. And again, didn't I say Aries rules the head? And at 29 degrees, it's sextile the moon in my first house, which is the natural house of Aries. And Venus is opposed Jupiter today because they are 4 degrees apart, and Venus is retrograding, and so is Uranus. So they're about 3 degrees apart. That's going to count as a, an opposition to me, because that's a big one. Venus opposed Uranus. Okay. Neptune in Pisces today at 13 degrees, retrograding. Neptune's supposed to go direct soon. I thought that's going to happen soon. But it is still retrograding. It's at 13 degrees. And that is, it is also sextile my sun. My sun is getting hit from every angle. Bam, 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 bam. My personality's been like abused. I think I found myself because Pluto is in Capricorn at 19 degrees, which is inside my first house. No more 12th house pain, and it's in power. So whatever you think about me, you might look at me and go, wow, look at that woman. She is confident and capable and powerful. At least that's what I'm trying to be. What a strong woman. She withstands the blows of fate, and she still keeps on coming. That's Capricorn, and that's Pluto. I feel like I've died several times and come back to life. That's Pluto. I've experienced the woes of life. A lot. Well, it's a lot of Pluto going on. And Saturn on the sun. And within about a month, it's going to actually start aspecting my ascendant. And that is what worries me. So far, so good. I had a scare with my health. And I don't want to go too in-depth about what happened with me and my body, but I had gained 23 pounds. I'm sure I've lost it. I'm wearing a dress I haven't worn in like a year. So what happened was I found out I can no longer eat flour products or milk products, or I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I can eat so you can understand why I'm losing so rapidly. So I can't eat anything with flour, anything with milk, anything with chicken, anything with chocolate, anything with coffee, anything with tomatoes, anything with nuts, anything with grapes. I'm trying to think, is there something else? Anyway, that's major. That's like no more fried chicken, no more pizza, no more cake, no more Snickers bars, no more anything. really. No more regular wine, red or white. I have to go get pear wine or apple wine. I've had that, though. It was great. And my husband said he had lemon wine, and it was awesome. There's other kinds of wine, so I can deal with that. But, yeah, it's a big change. I've talked about it in several videos, but I really wanted to talk about it today. It's just, I keep looking at myself in the mirror because I'm not actually dancing yet. You know, I'm dancing around, but I'm not working out like I was. And that's because I had a scare with my body last month as well. So, but even in spite of that, I see that, wow, I'm starting to get back to where I was. And I know in a matter of time, I'm probably never going to have to worry about my weight again. And that's amazing because I know that Saturn is about to, you know, it's actually contacted my sun and it's about to go on to my ascendant. And then it's going to hang out my first house for years. I know I'm going to be probably very thin. I just hope that I am healthy and thin because Pluto will be there and that hopefully will bring power with the changes and the regeneration. And I'm looking at it all as regeneration. And, you know, in case you don't know the story of Pluto and why it would so drastically affect someone the way it's been affecting me, I believe this entire weight loss process was the approach of Pluto to my sun and then my ascendant, and now it's inside that first house. And, you know, I was once in a wheelchair and 500 pounds. And for some reason, I started to dance. And I felt like I was healed a little. So I got up and started dancing. And over the course of about 3 years, I lost 300 pounds. And I got married to someone I loved very much. And I just felt like I was changing my life completely. And then I had this weird experience where I had danced for like 6 months straight every day. And then I had a visit with my husband and something happened. I don't want to go into it, but I gained like almost 30 pounds and it depleted my body to such a point where I went into like body seizures where it was like I was going into rigor mortis. I can't really explain it. And I had to go to the hospital. They had to give me Dilaudid and put me on muscle relaxers. And I've just slowly but surely over the last month been working myself back into the original person I once was. And I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling beautiful from a deeply internal level. Like it's so deep within. Like no matter what happens, I feel like I'm covered. Like if I go one direction, I'll be okay. If I choose that direction, I'll be okay. If I go this direction, I'm going to be okay. Because I feel like I'm divinely protected at this time. And it's an amazing feeling because I was always so afraid. And with Saturn on your sun, I think the moment it touched my sun, it made me face my worst fear, which was losing my husband. And I think we're going to work things out, actually. I hope. He may not want to because he's got his own things he's going through. And I want to respect... I get choked up, see? I want to respect him and whatever his decision might be. I mean, I hope that it's our marriage because I love him and I made a commitment when I committed to him. It never mattered to me about money or looks or anything like that. I just loved the way I felt with him. And I hope we can get back to that because I feel like that's magical and not many people get that. And it would be weird to throw it away. So we'll see. We'll see. I have a lot of faith that whatever is meant for me and whatever is right for me Look, my eye is clearing up. I just needed to talk this out. Whatever is right for me and meant for me. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I'm on my way to my best path, my greatest path. And I want that to be a happy path, because I believe good things are coming. It's something I really truly believe, and I want to keep believing that. I don't want to lose sight of that. Good things are coming, whether I make those good things occur or I just sit back and watch them occur, because they're occurring. I can't get out the way of it. It's meant to be. And so as I rise, and I'm meant to rise, and I must rise. Jupiter's in my 10th house. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So, and Pluto's on my ascendant. It's very hard for someone like me to hide right now, or hide my power. I feel that whatever power I was given, I was divinely given. And so I share it and use it. I hope to help people and to spread joy and to spread love. And that makes me feel great, and it gives me joy, and it makes me feel love. And I hope that those who love me understand that, especially my husband, because my ability to give love to others in no way or shape or form, I don't want it to ever affect the love that I would share in our marriage, or conversely even with my child. I mean, I'm capable of great amounts of joy and love. I just am. I have Jupiter and Pisces in the 2nd house. I'm here to give joy and love. And that's what I want to do. And I enjoy it. And so, you know, I'll keep basking you in love. But I think I want to share all that I have, because if it gets built up inside of me, that's when I explode and get weird, because there's so much in there and so much emotion that I want to express. And so these videos have been so wonderful and so cathartic for me to make these little home videos. They're almost like home journals in a way. And I'm sure I'll look back on them one day and think, wow, that was amazing. What was I thinking? Well, I wanted to finish what I was doing here, which was going down the list of the aspects of the day. And the next one also affects me directly. The true node is at 29 degrees of Cancer. I was born with the node at 29 degrees of Cancer in the 7th house of marriage and partnerships, and you know, maybe some enemies out there, I guess. But it's weird that my concern is like on my partnerships, on my marriage right now, because my North Node is there. It just shows when someone has their North Node in Cancer, especially in the 7th house, they're definitely here to give love and compassion and nurturing and empathy and caring to others. It would be weird for me not to, especially now since it's being emphasized. And I just want to say for the record, if I and my husband should reunite, I don't want anyone to cast any disparaging looks upon us, because with the North Node in Cancer retrograding in my 7th house, I do think that's what I'm meant to do, is to show compassion and to show forgiveness and to show love and be a real wife and stand by my husband if he stands by me. And I mean, that's a really hard lesson to learn, because I'm a Capricorn Tiger, and I'm a very independent person, but I can also admit that I love my husband and that I want our marriage to work, and that I have a lot of love to give as a person, as an astrologer, as a wife, as a mother. And I want to have that opportunity to give. I always think of that Cancer North Node in the 7th house as like, I'm the astrological mother, and I've got Aquarius intercept in the 1st house, so imagine this vision. The astrological mother that stands with the waters of love pouring out upon others, pouring the waters of love, emotion, caring, empathy, love, nurturing. That's my job. That's what I love to do. I also have Cancer in the 6th house. It's my job. And I realize this. And I hope that my husband realizes this. I have Neptune on the midheaven and Jupiter in Pisces. And my sun in the 2nd house. In the 12th house, excuse me. It's all connected. It's got a really strange chart. I'm willing to share with anyone who wants to watch it or see it. Also today, Chiron is trine that North Node, by the way, and my Venus. Exactly at 28 degrees of Pisces. Beautiful grand trine going on. And I feel that grand trine. I feel that. I feel that unconditional love. Unconditional. I want to do the right thing. And I want to feel right in my spirit and in my soul. And I want to feel love and joy and happiness. And I'm ordaining my spirit to go in the direction of ultimate joy and happiness. I'm allowing my spirit to go in the direction of ultimate joy and happiness. Allow your spirit to go in the direction of ultimate joy and happiness. Okay. It's amazing, my eye feels better. I was getting Forrest Whitaker eye when I first sat down. It's amazing, isn't it? Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful feeling. I'm glad I shared this feeling because I don't often have it. It's new to me, really. I feel like I've changed in some way, and or that I'm growing. And of course, that is what Saturn on your sun does. It makes you grow up. And it makes you see things. And Pluto on the ascendant like that, changing the persona, changing the personality, changing me, regenerating and becoming the me that is me. I accept that joyfully. Okay, folks, this has been 24 minutes, oh my gosh, of me really just kind of going deep within there for a moment. And I don't know if anyone needed to hear that, why I was moved to share that, but I'm glad I did. Glad I made this video. I'm wishing you much love and light. Sharing all my joy and all my good wishes with everyone. Much love, much light to all of you. Namaste.